Hey y'all, welcome back to the Book Bestie podcast. I'm Monique,
Aquarius.
and tonight we have a special treat for you guys.
Yes.
This is gonna be a first, a
Yes,
first on
ma'am.
all Accords. But tonight we have a very special guest that we cannot wait to get into conversation with tonight. And before I introduce him, okay, hey,
All right, all right, all right. Yeah, yeah.
That's funny. That's funny.
listen, y'all, he got us working over here.
Yeah, that's the first
Hey.
time. That's the first time.
Special guest is none other than Kevin Ross. And he is the author of The Sixth Floor. I
Yeah.
don't know if you guys remember me doing a
Um,
review on
six four,
my Instagram
six
and
four.
TikTok page with this
Definitely,
book. But
definitely.
tonight we're going to be in conversation with Mr. Kevin Ross. Welcome to the show.
Why? Thank
Welcome.
you. Thank you.
Welcome.
Thank to both of you.
Yes. Yes. We're so happy
For
to
sure.
have you here. Like I said, this is our first male
The
author
first
on the show.
meal.
So,
Yes. Represent for
and
the fellas.
Representing for the fellas, for real, for
Yeah.
sure,
mhm.
for sure, for
And this
sure.
is our first, I believe, is this our first like thriller
Yes.
Arthur on the show?
Yes.
Is it?
Yes,
It
it is.
is.
Yes,
See,
it
that's
So
is.
what I'm saying.
not only is this your first male,
Yeah.
this is your first thriller,
Yes.
first music opening.
Hey.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, and am I the first guest to wear their own brand?
Yes. Yes. I
Damn,
haven't seen anybody else wear their own brand. You
look
the
at there.
Yeah,
first.
you're
Look
bringing
at
a lot of
there.
firsts tonight.
Look at there. The next guy, he gonna have some big shoes to fill.
Yeah, he will.
For sure.
Absolutely. Yeah,
For
you're doing
sure.
it all.
For
Mm-hmm.
sure.
Yeah. So, Kevin, tell the audience a little bit about yourself, where you're from, what you do, and all of that jazz. Let the audience know about you.
So, um, I'm originally from, my name is Kevin Ross, Kevin E. Ross. I'm originally from Flint, Michigan, born and raised. I live now in Atlanta, Georgia. Um, I'm a father of two grown women,
Okay.
uh, 33 and 34. It's either 33 and 34 or 32 and 33, one or the other, one or the other. So, um, but I'm an operating engineer by trade. Um, that's a heavy equipment operator. So all the machines that you see on the side of the road, the yellow
Mm-hmm.
machines, I went to school to run those. And also, but I'm a crane operator. That's what I do for a living. I'm a crane operator. There's some videos on my page of a little insight, a little entertainment of me running the cranes. So if you would like to,
Check that out.
you can check it out for sure, for sure, for sure. So yes, that's and I'm a writer. I'm an author.
Don't stop
I'm a
forget that.
published
That's the most
author.
Yes,
important
that's
part.
very important.
For
Yes.
real. Don't forget that. I'm a
Congratulations.
Right.
published
Yes.
author. The first time published author, won't be the last. The Sixth Floor, my psychological thriller, that I am very proud of. And yes, that's what I do. That's what I do.
Hey. All right.
I
Well,
run cranes and think.
yeah. And right.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
That's
right.
right. That's right. That's right.
Yes,
That's right.
absolutely. Well, great. We are,
For
like I
sure.
said, super ecstatic to have you. Now, let's go ahead and get into this Explorer because when I read this Explorer, and I'm a thriller girly. I don't think I've read many psychological thrillers. But I do enjoy me a good thriller. I do enjoy me a good scary movie. I've always been into like thrillers, even as a child. So the Sixth Floor, I think I said in my review that it's definitely had me thinking. It wasn't the way you wrote it, it's beautifully written.
Thank you.
But it's you gotta use your brain. You gotta, really lock in. And so what made you write this book? Like what is this your lane? Are you strictly only a thriller author? Is that what you psychological thriller?
No, not at all. As a matter of fact, I am working on my children's book. It's a little bit slow because I got preoccupied with this one right here, trying to see what's going to come about with this, that I got a little bit distracted with my with my children's book. But no, I got a lot to write about. I have a lot written. So, but to answer your question, am I talking too loud?
No, I
No,
can
you're
hear you.
fine.
You fine to me.
Okay, all right. But to answer your question, the sixth floor, it was a thought that I had one day while walking down a hall in a hotel. That's how it happened.
Mm,
I was literally walking down the hall of the hotel. It was, I think it was super early in the morning, like maybe 2 o'clock in the morning or something like that. It was this really nice, uh, Art Deco design, I think, hotel, like dim lighting in the hallway and stuff like that. Really nice, thick carpet or whatever. It looked, I don't know what to call it. It just looked movie-ish.
mhm,
And I had this thought of what if I was stuck up here because I couldn't see the elevator lobby, where you go in and it just blended into the hallway.
mhm.
So yeah, that was it. That triggered it. And I was on the sixth floor. So um yeah, that's how it happened. That's how it happened. And it just evolved from there.
Mhm. Oh, this book sounds like it came from experience then, huh? To a certain extent, that
To a
is,
certain
but
extent, yes, for sure. For sure. For sure. It's
yeah,
a lot of things that I've experienced in this book. A lot of things that I've experienced, and there's a lot of things that I've seen in this book. Things that I've seen throughout the years, and I just
mhm,
had to add it in, stuff like that. No, nothing in particular, but for sure, definitely.
yeah, okay. So and when it comes to Cedric, how did you come up with him? Like, how was well, first, let me ask you this. What is when you sit down to write, what is your process? Like, before you sit down, what do you do to get prepared for?
Usually, it's either a movie or music, one or the other. A movie or music. If I see a movie that I walk away from and I'm like, that was really good, and that'll inspire me to write. That'll get me in the mood to create,
Mhm,
and music as well. With the sixth floor, there's a lot of mention of music in there throughout the story, and so music is definitely a motivating factor as well.
okay.
Definitely.
All right. So then to my next question I was getting ready to ask, how did you come up with Cedric's character?
Cedric's
I mean,
character. So for one, I wanted Cedric to resonate with an older audience. Him and his wife Aoife as well. This is I kind of look at them as reality because they're just normal people for the most part, that came into this situation. But I wanted to keep it, and I have brothers. I have older brothers, and all of us have gray beards, and um, Cedric is just a lot of people that I've seen, a lot of people that I know, uncles and friends and myself and brothers and stuff like that. So and then not to mention, Cedric's wearing my brand in the book, so he had to be great. So that's where the beard on Cedric came from. Yes.
okay. Um, and when you were writing this book, did you think that how did you feel like people would receive it as well as they did? Or what was your when you finished that last page and you was like, okay, this book is ready to go. I'm gonna send it to the editor. It's in motion now. Did you think that this was going to do as well as it has done?
I I didn't think that far ahead.
You
I
just did
didn't.
it and put it out.
I wrote it and I had zero expectations. Um um my only the only thing that I wanted people to walk away with, and I know this might sound a little bit shallow, but it originally was created from a script. And when people say I could see this, I could literally see this happening and this would be a dope movie, that's what makes me feel good. That's what makes
Yeah,
me
it
feel
would
good
be a
about
dope
it. In
movie for
addition to
sure.
all the other things inside the book, but that right there to be for them to be able to visualize what I wrote on paper, that means a lot.
How long did it take you to write the book?
This the original story was written probably I came across it I think like in 22, somewhere around there. That's when I wrote the screenplay to it. So, it was everything was all laid out, but I didn't know how to promote a screenplay. So that's why it ended up
You
being a
chose to write
novel.
in the book.
In addition to a lot of people telling me when I would tell them about the story that this needs to be a book, this needs to be a book, this needs to be a book. And I didn't listen for a very long time until finally I uh, figured it out that it should be a book.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Tell the people a little bit about the book, like a, a synopsis, if you will, I guess, what the book is about.
Okay, I'm gonna try to do my own personal synopsis without
Okay.
messing it all up. But um the sixth floor um is it's a story about a scorned woman, in my opinion. A scorned woman that um that found some gold while she was panning. She cursed that gold because of what happened to her as she wanted to present her findings to the man that she loves. Okay. So he hurt her feelings, and so she forged that gold in her travels from Ethiopia to the United States. She forged that gold into rings. And every male that marries into that lineage of family, women for the most part, um, they wear this ring as a gift from their bride. That ring is cursed. And what that ring does is it reads your heart condition as a man. So if we are kind of sort of on some mess and we might want to remove it for whatever reason, um, then that's when the curse will kick in. And we had several, I think, victims in that book of
Yeah.
doing that a number. Yes.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
where can we buy that ring?
Only from Aoife's grandmother. Aoife's grandmother, for sure. She got them in a little baggie. That's where she kept that
Yeah.
ring from, for sure. Yes.
Listen.
Yeah. Yeah.
Aquarius out here trying to curse some
Baby,
men.
I'm
What?
telling you, baby. I got some friends right now.
So
Hello,
my
girl.
question all the time is, if you had a ring like that, would you tell your significant other?
Absolutely not. Mm-mm.
You wouldn't tell him,
Nope.
but you would let him wear it?
Absolutely. Yeah, I would.
Wow, that's some of the conversation that would like to have been held after someone reads the book is whether or not that. But you answered the question.
And
You
quickly.
definitely answered it for
Mm-hmm.
sure, for sure. Now, what about you, Monique? Would you let your significant other wear the ring?
Yeah, I would. I would have to agree
That's
with it
wow.
because, yeah, I need to know what's up, what you doing. You know what I'm saying? When you take that ring off, if
Yeah.
you want some BS, then
Hello.
that's on you
You don't need
because
to
you
take
ain't
it off.
supposed to be on no
That's
BS,
true.
right?
Then why you taking it off?
Okay.
Right. Keep it
Okay.
on
Keep
and
it
keep your
on.
heart pure,
That
keep
right.
your mind focused.
I'm the only
Okay.
one, baby.
Right. And so if you off doing some stuff, then hey, listen, that's not my problem. That's your
That's
problem.
your problem. You should have
It's
kept
like
it
a
real.
tracker almost. You know what I'm
Absolutely.
saying? And I hate to
Absolutely.
be like that,
It's
but
a
I
little bit
mean,
worse because he
It's
might
a
die.
little worse.
yeah,
Yeah, it is. But and don't play with my heart.
A little bit.
yeah,
And you
A
can
little bit.
live out your days fully.
And you
yeah,
know what? What I'm hearing right now is exactly why that curse lasts generation after generation after generation all the way up to Cedric.
hmm
It's exactly
Absolutely.
what. So I'm glad
Absolutely.
you all are saying that for sure. It
Absolutely.
makes it even more realistic.
Yes,
yeah.
I'm giving it as if I had a daughter. Hey,
For
hey, hey, hey,
real.
hey. I
For
got your
sure.
husband a ring.
Right.
I got them in the ring.
Don't
Absolutely.
even worry about
Don't
going to
even
the
worry
store. I
about
got
it. When
it.
y'all
Don't even.
exchange vibes when you get there, I'm the ring bearer. Your
Yeah,
mama
that
got
is
you.
funny.
It's still
That is
delivered.
funny. For sure.
Yes,
For sure. For
absolutely.
sure.
Because we need to know. And,
Absolutely.
Cedric, he had a rough. He
Struggling.
that in the stairwell, that whole scene, when stuff started changing, and after he was with a girl at the bar the night before, and
That was
like,
Rose.
yeah,
Yes. Yes.
his mind, he didn't know what was going on, and it tripped me out because I'm like, okay, is he tripping? Am I tripping? Like, who's tripping here? Are we all tripping? Because
We all tripping.
he went through it. He went through it.
Do you think that Cedric exhausted all his options as far as trying to free himself?
No,
What do you think he should have done?
I don't know what he should have done. I don't, honestly. But I feel like it was, I mean, now granted, he did try, he was doing things, you know, but I almost kind of felt like it wasn't even, I don't want to say like it wasn't meant for him to free himself, but I don't know. I don't know what he could have done I don't know what he could have done differently to make it better for him. And I kind of feel like you got what you deserve because you, were being extra and
He's doing too
on some
much.
slick stuff. Yeah,
He
doing
was
too
doing too
much.
much.
Yeah, and I kind of felt like everything he went through, I do feel like everything he went through was deserving. You know what I'm saying? And it's just when I think about like in real life, if this was to happen, how I would be sitting back in the corner, like just cracking up, watching my mate go through this because what are you doing, sir? What are you doing? Why are you being extra? And it's just like, I don't know what do you think? If you could add something, what would you add? Oh, well, let me ask you this. You're the writer.
Mhm.
So do you feel like he did everything that he should have done to free himself?
Yes, I do. I think he did all the things that the average person would think about. What could he have done different? Probably just looked at Rose from afar and kept it moving. That's what he could have done different, but we wouldn't have the rest of the story if he did
That's
that.
true.
So we
Right.
so
Absolutely.
we I would say I probably would have tried the delivery again, the room service.
Okay, because that right there was trippy. Like the room service attendant, he was like, "Okay, what is going on here?" When they
Yeah,
went
dude,
down in
you
the
are
elevator, when he was
crazy
like, "Take me to the elevator,"
for
and he's
sure.
like, "Sir, what are you talking about?" Like, everybody knows this. Here's the elevator down here. You get on and you go to wherever you need to be.
Right.
And Cedric's like, "No, take me down there now." And so, they're walking to the elevator. They get on. That whole thing when he had like grabbed him and he fell up against the cart and the door shut. I was like, Cedric, what are you doing, bro? Like, you're really making yourself look crazy out here. And the poor attendant was just like, oh my God, he is nuts. He couldn't get away from him fast enough.
Right.
And I felt bad for Cedric though. Even though he did what he did, I felt bad for him because he was really, really going through it. And it's just like, you said, you feel like this is a generational thing, like with women or whatever. But I feel like I also feel like the story showed with men, the pattern of men
Yeah.
and how generation from generation men do that same silly
Yep.
stuff to their women.
Absolutely.
They have this beautiful family at home, but they just
Yep.
can't keep their eyes to themselves.
Right.
Right.
And it's nothing wrong with looking or whatever, but
Right. He ain't
it's just
blind.
like, right, but when you want to dibble and dabble, I can't remember the character's name, but the one in the car, he had left his house. He was in the car,
Paul.
and
Oh, that
Paul,
was Paul.
and the lady walked up to him.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Paul.
That
Yeah.
whole thing,
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Paul,
Paul got
Yeah.
himself in that.
yeah,
He
Yeah.
was drunk
Yeah.
too. I ain't
he
trying to give
was.
Paul a pass, but He
Yeah.
was gone when he got that drink. I was like, "Oh, okay, then I like what you drinking, but sir,
Mhm.
this is not some good decision making."
So just a little tidbit is that did you notice that a lot of times the men's their actions was a result of them drinking
Absolutely,
Yes.
absolutely,
S-
absolutely.
with Paul and
Mhm,
also with
mhm,
Cedric.
mhm.
Uh, um, but yes, for sure.
Absolutely.
So it definitely affects um one's thoughts in those kind of situations. Put it like
Yeah.
that.
I
Correct.
I would agree, and I
I
feel
would have to
like,
agree.
back in the day, or like when I'm in my 40s, so when I was growing up, my dad, he was a heavy drinker, and, like, I just feel like, the people today, they're a little bit on everything, right? And some people just cheat, just they don't have to be drunk in today's world, right? They
For
just do
sure.
it
For
because that's
sure.
what they wanna do. But I do feel like back then, that
Mhm.
was the cause of a lot of infidelity was the drinking. In the drugs and things like that. I mean, yes, I'm sure there were people who just cheated or did whatever without being under the influence, but I feel like back then, alcohol played a big role in that, for sure.
But let's not put all this on Paul. Okay. I've always said that this would be a great couples read, so
Mhm.
that I can get more of males' opinions on what they think about the story. But if I can recall correctly, Paul's wife wasn't very cooperative leading up to him leaving for that business trip. Did we see like her behavior around his toast from
Yeah.
then her
Mhm.
behavior around the toast, then her taking a job and not
Yeah.
being able to go back home with him and stuff like that.
Mhm.
And then the next morning, um yeah, I don't want to give away too much, but the next morning, Paul was happy to see his wife, and
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
she
recall.
wasn't very cooperative in
No,
that
she
situation.
wasn't.
No, she wasn't.
She was
I'm not
Yeah.
definitely
saying
like,
that that's
yeah.
a reason why he did what he did. I'm just saying that might be a reason of why he did what he did.
I could agree with that because at the end of the day, what women have to realize is that when you're married or when you're in a committed relationship, it's always a thing of like that whole sex thing, and
Yeah.
you can't keep that from your man, and if you're not giving it, he will go find it somewhere else.
Yeah.
And so that's just kind of one of those things where, like, no matter what, on both parties, you know what I'm saying, you still have to show up, right?
Absolutely,
You
absolutely,
Absolutely,
cannot
yes.
absolutely.
you
I agree.
cannot deprive in any area, not just
Right.
sex, but in
Right.
any
Absolutely,
area. You cannot
absolutely,
deprive your partner, because then that's when
absolutely.
things like this do start to happen.
Absolutely.
And the eye gets to wondering, and then the alcohol gets involved, and then you're even more influenced. And then, boom, before you know it, you
You're
Right.
done
on the
messed up.
You
sixth
you
floor.
on yeah, you're
Yeah,
on the sixth floor.
You're on the
Get
sixth
the
floor.
hell out of
it's
the
looking
sixth
at
For
floor.
wrong.
sure, you're
You're
on the
down on the
sixth
bar
floor.
looking at
You don't
wrong.
want to
You're
end
Okay.
up on the
going
sixth
through
floor,
it,
man.
going through
Yeah.
it for
Get you
sure,
Mhm.
Jesus before it gets to the sixth floor.
for sure, for sure.
Yeah. So yeah.
What
Yeah, I
else?
did.
I I know I put a lot of little things in there, like the alcohol for one, and I like the situation with Paul when he was approached by the couple.
Mhm.
Um, Paul stayed strapped. He's old school. You know, he stay. I saw my uncles and them. When I
Yeah, he
was a
reminded me of an
kid,
old school pimp or
for
something.
Absolutely
sure.
giving off old school pimp vibes,
Putting
right?
those pistols in their pocket before they walk out the door.
Right.
Mhm.
And um, but Paul wasn't ready. So I
No.
thought that was a just something to throw in there that you can uh have a method of self defense on you, but if you ain't paying attention,
You weren't paying
then
attention.
it doesn't even matter.
You
Yeah.
definitely got caught slipping for sure.
You
Mhm.
definitely got caught slipping.
Yeah.
Definitely got caught slipping. And his wife's attitude about him losing him was similar to you all's. Like she was the grandmother was like, well, yo, oh well, it did what it did, you know, what it is. It is what it is. So um oh, I'm sorry. Am I talking too much?
No, go ahead.
Okay. So the next one was the dullness of the rings. When when Aoife felt in her gut something was going on, she noticed the change in her ring. It went from a shiny bright diamond to semi-dull, and to me, that's because, um, just because you got a big, giant, pretty ring doesn't necessarily mean you're in a happy situation.
Mm,
Thanks.
So, that's the reason I wrote that, just to,
yeah.
give her something, just the reader, just necessary something to think about, that's all.
Mhm. Yeah. I feel like like I said, you had a lot of points in the book that just you really had to lock in with this
Mhm.
because it'll go over your head. And I feel like if I was to go back and read it a second time, there would be things that I would pick up on that I didn't pick up on the first time, and
Sure.
even maybe a third time. This is one of those type of reads where you might need to read it a couple of times to really get the gist of everything, to get the full picture. um when Alpha was on the porch with her, was it her grandmother?
Yes.
And she was saying like something's not right. Because she had called Cedric and Cedric didn't answer, but baby Cedric Cedric was going through it doing
Going
it.
through it. Going
He couldn't
through it.
answer, okay? He
Going
had cut his
through it.
but hurt his foot. He was pulling, listen, there was too much going on.
Yes.
Cedric was going through it. So but like I said, she knew that something was not right, and the granny was like, "Oh, girl, you know, don't be tripping." But she knew, like she knows that
Grandma
something is
definitely
up
knew.
with her husband.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She definitely knew, and grandma's ring was the same way.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Grandma's
Mhm.
ring was the same way. So yeah, that was yeah, that I enjoyed that part right there. That actually was a little bit difficult for me to write because I had to make myself think like somebody's grandmother, which is impossible.
Yeah.
Or what my mother might
I
say or
say.
something like that, you
Yeah.
know? So yeah, that conversation right there was a little bit tricky, to get the point across, and keep the story moving and them have that important conversation there, you know? So,
Is there anything that you would change about this?
ooh, that's a good question.
That's a good question,
That
mommy.
is a
Clap
good
it
question.
for me.
What would I change about it? By this being my first book, I wouldn't change a thing because it has to be what it is. You know,
Mm.
I'm supposed to be able to look back on this later on down the road and not think that I changed that, but I rolled with it. And this is why I am the person that I am now. Is
Yeah.
that
Yep.
so I would want to leave it intact, you know. Um, Even if I thought it, I would wanna leave it intact for sure.
Yeah. This was your first, body of work,
Yes,
real, your
absolutely.
thoughts, what I'm saying, pen to paper. Um, and it came out how it came out, and it's like, this is you. This
Yes.
is what
Absolutely.
you wanted. This was what your thought process was at the time. And I feel like to go back and change it, like I say, it wouldn't be authentic, but I mean, this is it. This is what you have given us. You know what I'm saying? And like you said, when you look years down the line, and you can be proud that this was your first book. And like I said, this book was very.
We were going to put him in the hot seat in the game, okay? All
Let's do
right,
it.
get ready. So, how we play this game is I'm going to give you one word and you have to come up with a thriller, okay? a story that you're gonna tell us around that one word.
Is this the
Okay?
title of a story around
Well,
that
it
one
could be
word?
whatever you want it to be, but you have to use the word that I give you, and you have 1 minute on the clock to, sell it to us. If I see if we buying this book from you.
Got you. This
Okay?
should be interesting. Let's do this.
Let me
Let's
get
do
my
it.
timer set on my phone. Hold on, y'all. And your word is light bulb.
Light bulb.
Light bulb. And you may start.
Am I to come up with a thriller based on a light bulb?
Yes.
Okay. So we so the thriller is about, in my opinion, your brain prior to you dying. You asked the question. I'm just giving you what you want. For real, prior to you dying, your brain flashes. And that's why people see the last things that they see. I'm gonna say the last same thing with the light bulb. So when that light bulb flashed, somebody across the way um felt that vibe in that room, and it wasn't a light bulb flash. It was actually the loss of someone that they care about deeply.
Okay. Shit.
Just
All
made
right.
that.
I
That's
mean, you
the best
did
thing I
good
could
because you still got
do.
like 6 seconds left.
Oh
I
my
love
goodness.
it. You did
Yeah.
good.
Okay. Why? Thank you. Why? Thank you. Why?
Yes, you're
Thank
so
you.
deep, sir.
You
Why?
did
Thank
good.
you. That's funny. That's
Yeah.
funny. That's
That was a
funny.
good one. That
A
was a
good
Yeah.
one.
good
I'm
one.
reading it because I want to
Mhm.
know what had
Yeah.
happened.
Yeah, so do
Yeah.
I. So do I.
Yeah.
So do
Mhm.
I. So do I. And
Yeah.
before I forget, were we done with that?
Yeah, we done.
My dad painted this painting right here. His name is Laverne Ross. We lost him back in 24, but his artwork is his legacy is still
Absolutely.
around. We just me and my brothers and my sister, we just developed his website. It's lrosslegacy.com. And or you just see the Instagram links will be on the website and stuff like that, but at Facebook and Instagram, but it's lrosslegacy.com. And he's been around for years, had a lot of pictures on TV that you may have seen, and people in decorator studios and stuff like that. But definitely he's been around a long time. So that's my shout out to my old man. He's definitely an inspiration for this level of creativity that I am hoping to have in the very near future.
Okay.
Well, shout out to Pops.
Shout out to
Shout out to
Dad.
Pop.
The painting
Shout out
is
to Pop.
beautiful. Make sure you guys go check
It's
out and
called The
see
Water
whatever
Boy.
artwork. The Water
The
Boy.
water
Okay,
Yeah,
I
boy.
can see.
The
I can
Water
see
I
Boy.
can
that.
And
see.
that's the
I
boy
can
Yeah.
right
definitely,
there.
yes,
Yep, he's
The
giving
painting
water.
looks deep.
it
Yep,
is.
it's
Yeah.
very, very,
I
very,
like it.
very.
Yeah. Okay, let's talk about your brand. Tell us about your brand.
I'm glad you said it because I would have forgot.
Yeah, how could you? You got the
You got the
shirt on.
shirt on. You can't
So,
forget.
great brand is a representation of greatness. Um, you're a great brand, Monique. You're a great brand, Aquarius. I'm a great brand, and just a little bit greater because of the gray right here. So, um, yeah, great brand is whoever feels like they're great at doing whatever they do, whether you just yourself or whether you have a great brand or whether you yourself is a great brand, it just represents greatness. That's all it does. Represent
When did you
greatness.
start the brand?
Like I think in 24.
Okay. And you
Yeah, I think
have
it's 24.
shirts. What do you have anything
I have
else?
these new t-shirts. I just got these this week. Some short
Okay.
sleeve t-shirts for the summer. I have this nice hat, great brand.
Okay.
Um I have some more hats. You can visit the website, www.greatbrand.com, and also the Instagram, Great Brand. Everything is Great Brand. Everything is Great Brand. So that's where you can see some of the different items that we have. So
Right. And when can we expect to get another book from you?
The children's book will be coming a lot sooner than my next novel. The next novel, in my opinion, is a banger. I like it. I like it a lot. I
Is it
try to
the
write
same
about
genre?
things. I try to put us in situations, Black folks, in
Mm-hmm.
situations that we normally don't see. So that's what this sixth floor is about, and also my next one, the weaker vessel. That's what it's called, the weaker vessel, for sure, for sure,
Good. All right.
for sure. Looking forward to it. I'm looking forward to it, and I want to come back on here. So when I release the I want to come back on when I release both of them, the children's book and
Yeah,
the weaker
absolutely.
vessel.
We'd love to
Yeah,
have you.
yeah.
I'm a school counselor, so I'm definitely interested in I do elementary school.
Nice,
So,
nice. So
I would love to because me and my co-counselor both, we use books. That's the way that I like to teach kids lessons about friendships, anything, it is that you write that has to do with a children's book. Definitely want to read that. And,
for sure, and I will
yep.
definitely let you all know when I finish it.
Okay.
For
All
sure,
right. Yeah.
for
Yeah.
sure.
Are you doing any book events or making any appearances anywhere, or you just
I want to go back home and do one just for the I think what is a novelty of being home with something like this. I that's one that I want to do for sure. I want to go back home and do a signing. Also, speaking of signings, the book will be available. The sixth floor will be available for signed copies on my website. If you
okay?
would like a signed copy of the sixth floor, you can get it from my website. In addition to Great Brand Apparel
Cool. All right.
at greatbrand.com, I guess, and or
Now, Kevin.
and Great Brand. You
Come
type good enough. Follow my Great Brand page. You'll figure it out. Follow my
Okay.
Great Brand page.
You
You'll
said
figure it
I
out
guess.
for sure.
Hey,
For sure. And
well,
also too, I encourage guys to read this. I want guys to read
yeah,
this book as
Yeah,
well.
for sure.
So,
Yeah,
absolutely.
so we can get
definitely.
some male opinions because I haven't heard
Mm-hmm.
yet outside of my brother,
Yeah.
uh, uh, a solid male opinion of the book.
Yeah, absolutely. Book is for all. So men,
Mhm.
women, like I said, it's a
Mhm.
great conversation piece. It's a great piece to make you think. Um, what would you do if you were in this situation? And it had a lot of tidbits in it that I really enjoy. So we definitely look forward to you coming back on your next releases, whenever those may be. And just continuing conversation with you because this was a good psychological. Like I said, I haven't read many, but this definitely got me on that kick, and I'm interested to get into more psychological thrillers. And yeah, so we appreciate you for coming on. Again, you can find Mr. Ross at the Great Brand. Now on Instagram is the Great Brand.
Great Brand. Yep.
Okay. Okay.
GRAYTBRAND. Great Brand.
And he thinks his website is thegreatbrand.com. So
It's Great Brand. It's
he thinks he's not
greatbrand.com.
sure, but
Everything is Great Brand for
he's
sure.
like, are you
For
on
sure.
TikTok? You on TikTok?
No,
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 not
okay.
TikTok. Okay.
no TikTok.
Okay. So Instagram is the only platform. What about Facebook? Are you on
It's on
Facebook?
It's
Facebook
on
as well.
Facebook.
Okay.
It's on
Yeah.
Facebook as well.
Okay.
Yes, yes, yes,
Okay.
yeah, for sure.
Well, yeah. Thank you so much for coming on, spending a little time with us this
Appreciate it.
evening. We really appreciate it. It was a great conversation. And like I said, we look forward to having you back on here soon with the new releases. And yeah, thank you so much for hanging out with us.
And I thank you all. Thank you all. Hope I
Yeah.
represented for the fellas out there. First time for everything.
You
Hey,
did for
you
Sure.
like I
sure.
said, you gave us a lot of firsts, honey. We got
For
the
sure.
first mail, the first thing song, first person to
Hey.
wear their
We gotta do
brand.
it
So
big.
yeah,
We
this
gotta
was
do it big. We have to do it big. And also one last thing before I go. Like I said, I wrote this story to be a movie. I want to see this story on TV. So anybody out there that's getting into these vertical shorts, I'm your guy.
yeah, absolutely. Make sure you guys go pick up The Sixth Floor by Kevin Ross. This is available on. You said signed copies are going to be on your website. You can get it on Amazon as well,
Amazon
right?
too. Mhm.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, we want to
Yes.
get this book in the bookstore. So
For
Yes.
sure. For sure.
yeah,
For sure.
make sure you guys start
For sure.
picking up. It's not that long. Quick,
Mm-mm.
easy. Well, I ain't gonna say it's an easy read, but it's a quick.
It's
It's
yes.
it ain't that long,
It ain't long,
but
y'all.
It's not long.
yeah,
234 pages.
yeah. So
234
definitely
pages.
support our king here and go out and purchase his book. You'll definitely enjoy it.
Thank you very much.
All right, thank you.
All right, y'all have a good one.
You too.